Um, Lewis. He says, shall I liquidate XRP through an OTC desk for ROUSD when it goes to 1,000, or just leave it there and borrow against it? I'm in Singapore. Um, that's up to you, man. I can't give you financial advice. You need to do what's best for you and your situation and your family. What I would say is, this is the way I think about it. I like to use the same methods that the wealth use, right? So we had a big call today in the mastermind about insurance, whole life policies, IULs, term policies, other life insurance products, how you can leverage those for tax benefits if you're a business owner, using that to help your children out, different things that you can do. You know, there's lots of different tools in the tool chest. The estate planning side, the wealth management side, investments. Wealth creation is one thing, and then wealth preservation is something else. It's a different skill set. And, continue to roll the dice post price appreciation, I think is, for most people, probably a bad choice with the majority of their portfolio. It's never wrong to take some asymmetric bets here and there with a smaller piece of your portfolio, even if you are looking for wealth preservation, because, the majority of your portfolio is probably going to be put to work at somewhere between 3 and 7%. If you're doing things, on the wealth preservation side and leveraging those skills in your advisors. And then, maybe the family offices that we work with, somewhere between 5 and 20% of their total portfolio is in private equity, early stage startups, things that are illiquid and higher risk. And they're looking for alpha on those. Unless you're the DuPont family office, and then you're investing across the board in just certain jurisdictions, and you're actually looking for the beta. You're trying to get 50% cash on, or IRR, per year on that money that you're doling out, because you know that you can't pick the right manager or the right CEO and right company, so you just blanket it across there and know that most of them are going to go to zero and some of them are going to go to the moon, and the spread between that's about 50% on your money. But anyway, back to the question at hand. The way that I look at this is, I believe that XRP is going to be designated a tier 1 asset, which means it's riskless. So if you had, I'm going to just give it a round number. You got $100,000 in XRP, it goes to $1,000, you got $100 million. If it gets that designation, you would effectively have the equivalent of $100 million in U.S. Treasuries as it sits today. Would you sell that off and deal with the taxes? And you're in Singapore, so maybe you don't have to think about the taxes. But if you believe that it was going to continue to be used and adopted and continue to grow in value,